Thank you to all the speakers. This has been fantastic. And the children, you are awesome. Now, in the news this week, I had to laugh. At first, I was a little bit miffed, but then I realized actually this is a gift. There was a fantastic headline and it said, "Mad English Woman." And I thought, what? They're calling me a mad English woman. And then I thought, no, hang on, I'm not English, because you can hear I'm originally from South Africa. And then I thought, no, hang on a minute. They always say that Elon Musk is mad. So we're also from South Africa. So there must have been something in the water from our generation. Now, 2.5 years ago, I was very, very lucky. One evening, I met Angus Mackay at a dinner, and we were having a chat about his climate dialogues. And I went back to my best friend Alex's home and I was going through it and I thought, no, we can be doing more. And I was very cheeky. I sent Angus a WhatsApp at 3 a.m. in the morning. And I said, look, how are we going to solve this problem? So we are now 2.5 years down the line. That was the beginning, I think. Yeah, it was, of Educate Global. And I made a terrible mistake. I honestly thought that we only needed one Educate Global climate change teacher in every school. We launched the original climate change teacher course on the 22nd of April, 2019. And Angus said to us, we were at COP24 in Katowice in Poland, and he said, no, keep it to 80 schools in the United Kingdom. Do you remember that, Angus? Well, it went viral. 329,000 schools in more than 43 countries around the world. But we learned some very valuable lessons from that, because the teachers and the head teachers were feeding back to us. And we built a support desk, and on average every day we were receiving between 3,900 and 4,800 support tickets every day. Now that's just myself and Denise Meisner and my husband John, and a very small little team of individuals trying to answer all these questions. But we took all of the questions and we said, right, there must be something that they want here. And the overriding realization for us was that we needed a leadership team in every school. And the head teacher nominates that leadership. So we have an Educate Global Sustainability and Climate Change lead teacher. They have 5 support team members to begin with. That's our bronze award. And then we shift them up to silver, and they very quickly start moving to gold. Now, Asha taught us that she has every single teacher in her school has done that entry course, that climate change teacher course. But teachers kept asking us, how do we teach climate change? We now have this basic knowledge. What do we do? So we worked with a head teacher in Derbyshire, Fiona Cowan, and we built the How to Teach Climate Change inset training. And this has been incredibly successful. And I'm very, very proud to announce that on the 16th of November, we are now shifting up a gear. 262 teachers, well, there'll be the first 60 will be doing our climate literacy train the trainer course, which is accredited by Manchester University. And those teachers, it is the most incredible course, because I've spent the last 1.5 years doing courses all over the world, desperately trying to find that what I was after, what the schools wanted. And I went and did the Al Gore climate literacy, climate leadership training. And I thought, that's great. But I loved my accountability group. And in my accountability group, I met some of the most incredible professors in this specific field. And I was so lucky that I was invited to do this climate literacy course. And we discussed it with Manchester University and Nottingham University, and they have agreed to exclusively partner with Educate Global. Now, my personal mission is for us to upskill 100 million teachers in the world in the next 12 months. 12 months. And I know that we can do this. And we've had some incredibly interesting people beating a path to our door in the last few weeks. And I'm not really now allowed to name names. One of those teams was from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, IKEA Foundation, And they are keen to see how we can potentially work together and partner with them to deliver this globally to more than 2 billion students. And then we had a crown prince from the Middle East, and he is a visionary who wants to deliver Educate Global into all 35,000 schools in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. There are leaders that are listening and are watching you, kids. They are watching us. I can assure you, if I'm watching my media and my press releases telling me that I'm a mad woman from England, I can assure you they are watching that media. Now, the reason that we need these teachers in every school, the reason we need these train the trainer climate literacy teachers, because they are going to be developing that cross-curricular climate curriculum. We don't need lesson plans. That's something that I learned to bypass right from the word go. We built a mega e-library. It's the world's largest e-library on sustainability and climate change learning. And you know what? We needed something more than that because teachers are very resourceful. Ash's teachers were sending me lesson plans in their, I came home with a whole suitcase of lesson plans from Dubai last year. So teachers know what to do. Once they have the training, they know what to do. Now, climate change affects every single aspect of our lives, every single aspect of our daily living on our planet, everything we do, everything we think, everything we want, everything we buy, everywhere we go, even in our homes, everything we eat, everything we wear. So by ensuring our teachers are these phenomenal climate literacy trainers, train the trainers. They will be educating every child in their school. They will be building that cross-curricular climate curriculum. And you and I together, and all of us here today, we will be changing the world. Now, Zena said something interesting. She said that you will be the change. And I have to disagree with her. We will be the change. My generation, we may be dinosaurs, and you are going to take over from us, but we will do this together. So these wrinkly oldies that you see here, yes, we may have caused this, but we have stepped up to the mark. And with you guiding us and leading us, I want to just give you some pointers. There's a fantastic book. I'm going to give you some recommended resources and recommended reading. I want you to go and look at a book called How Bad Are Bananas by Tim Berners-Lee. I also want you to go and look at a book called Drawdown, edited by Paul Hawken. And then I want you to look at The Ecology of Commerce, another book by Paul Hawken. And look at an amazing book called Designing Regenerative Cultures by Daniel Christian Wall. I will give all of the resources to Asha and the Scope team, and they can add the links to those books to this talk at a later stage. And another interesting thing that has happened to us, when we did COP25 with Angus in Madrid last year with Asha, Asha went with us. Do you know, you didn't take us up on that ticket. I still haven't forgiven you. Right. But we'll talk about that later because we'll have to do COP26 together, won't we? It's a deal. It's a deal, Nicholas. Deal, Angus. We're going to be there. When we were doing this, there was a gentleman in the Orkney Islands who was watching Asha and my talk at COP25 in Madrid, and he got in touch with us. And he has developed something which is going to empower villages. It is a product called Venga that has almost been blocked for almost 30 years, but we'll get into that later. And it is the most incredible invention that could power 20,000 households and businesses next to a river. It will provide data, free data for schools, because Leah is going to tell us that data is expensive in her country. Uganda, $45 a month just to be able to have data on your mobile phone. If we are going to upskill teachers, we need products and inventions like this next to every single town and village and city so that we can empower the world quickly. So remember, we've got 12 months. We can change the world in 80 days. We will be the change. And we're starting. Remember that date. And finally, before I go, Lizzie said something interesting. She said, if we can't read and write, how are we going to learn climate literacy? Asha Alexander's schools in the last few weeks are the very first teachers in the whole of the Middle East that are going to be handwriting specialist teachers. But we've got a deal. They're going to be doing that in Urdu, Arabic, Hindi, and all the languages that they speak, because I'm coming through. You know, I'm like a bulldozer, I won't stop. And I cannot thank all of you. You are the leaders of tomorrow, and we are going to help you get there. There are 5 people that run the media of our world. My team and I are going to be delivering something within Educate Global to show each and every one of you how you can turn your school into a PR and marketing agency, how you can have your very own media and broadcast centers, because you are going to get your stories out. Lissy, you said that the media kept changing your name, didn't they? They kept saying that you were the Greta of India, Greta of where you were. And you said that by removing your name, they were removing your story. So once you own your own media and you put your own press out, you own the media. And when you own the media, you own the world. You change the world. So that's me. That's about it in a nutshell. I want every single school to sign up to Educate Global. Remember, 2 C's in Educate Global. And I look forward to continuing working with Angus and Nicholas, the UN. We've partnered with NASA, UCI, University of California, Irvine, Imperial College London, Manchester University, my goodness, Cambridge University. They are coming in at a rate of knots. MIT. And the next step is the degree in sustainability and climate change. Asha says she wants to be the very first head teacher that gets that degree. We launch that next year. So join us. It is absolutely possible. We can do this, and we will be the change. Thank you very, very much to all of you, and I see you on the other side.